Hello, everybody. I am Anie, creator and inventor of the Jewel Tool. And on today's show, I will actually be showing you guys how to restore the handles on silverware, especially the ones with the scrolls. Do you guys see this one? This is because my lovely customer, Maxine, you know who you are. We've been having this conversation going back and forth. And so she bought these beautiful silverware for an upcoming wedding gift. And she wants to know how to polish it. And she's new to the Jewel Tool, but I wanted to give you guys the proper advice on how to kind of go about doing this. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you should avoid. Look, the mother in me is coming out. Don't do this. And so it's going to be quick, you guys. We're just going to show how to do the handles, and that's it. So I will give you my tips and secrets on how to do this quick. It's going to be really quick, you guys. I'm going to give you guys easy ways to do this without creating scratches. That's the problem, you guys. You have to start low. If you start at high grits, you're going to make scratches everywhere, and it's going to be like a mountain that you have to come down. It's going to be a hard or climb. You have to climb back to that polish. So let me show you guys my techniques, and this is for you, Maxine, and for everyone else who works on handles or makes jewelry with the handles. This is a quick way to restore. So we're going to, hey, Bonnie, hello, Deborah. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to be using the 3M brushes. I'm going to use the felt wheel and probably 2 different buffs. Hello, Cynthia. Hi, Cindy Collins. Hello, hello. So this is going to be really quick. So you guys don't think this is going to be a long show. So I kind of want to start now, like on your marks. Get set and go. Well, let me just wait for some more people to come trickle on in, because you know what ends up happening? I start the show and then they're like, oh, I arrived late. What are you doing? And I'm like, whoa. Okay. So, hey, Tom. Hey, guys. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Joanne. Hi, my girl. So, you guys, really quick, showing you guys how to restore these. Even if they're really bad, and it's got all sorts of squigglies. I tried looking through whatever I had with squigglies. I'm not a squiggly kind of girl. I have a lot of modern pieces. So I don't know. I found these. I don't know where they came from, but I found them in my silverware drawer. So I'm going to polish. Now, these are not silver. They're stainless steel. I don't have silver ones on hand that are this, like with this pattern with the scroll. But whatever I'm going to do, you can apply the same on silver or any other metal, whether it's brass, gold. I don't think it's going to be gold, but one could dream. Oh, I have gold. Hi, Cher. I just spoke to you. Hello, Cher. You know, it was Cher's birthday last week. So happy birthday, Cher. Yay. She's going to go out for dinner for the very first time in over a year. Yay for her birthday. Hey, Terry. Okay, you guys. So it looks like we've got some people on already, and I'm just going to go. And if you missed it, rewind and play back, but let's get going. So this is the one I kind of really want to pay more attention to, because this one is it's just a spoon, you guys, nothing special, but this one's gotten really messed up. To get into all these little scroll design, this is the one that I would use the brush to get into the scroll. So before you start thinking, oh, well, Anie, I got to polish all this, don't get ahead of yourself. First, start cleaning the surface up. And I would suggest using, if it's silver or stainless, don't go past these grades. Yarrow, can you pan the brushes? Oh, I'm missing the maroon. Here, I'll grab mine just to fill the void. Okay, so do a full pan out so I can see the grades. Okay, beautiful. So these are the grades I need you to avoid. All 4 of these. So the yellow, the white, the maroon, and the blue for now. I need you to concentrate on these two, the peach and the green. So because the peach is going to give you a pre-polish and cleanup. And if you start to use these, you guys, they're going to start creating scratches. And, you know, the surface has a lot of plain flat. And these are not the best for plain flat. They're great for in these little nooks and crannies. So we're going to stay at the 6 micron first. We're not going to go to the high polish yet, okay? So stay with me. So I'm going to use the 6 micron first, and I'll probably use the felt wheel with the Jool Tool compound, and then we'll take it from there, okay? Let's see how we go. So let's get started, okay? Oh, Francesca's got a live on. Oh, I didn't know. Usually, you guys, to be honest with you, if I know Francesca's going to be on, I actually will wait. But I didn't know, so it is what it is. So if you guys want, just go watch hers or watch mine and watch the replay. But this is going to be really quick. So I'm using the 6 micron. Now, the 6 micron is going to give you a nice, clean pre-polish. So look, you guys, it gets into all the nooks and crannies. Look, real quick. You just hold it there. Do you see that already? Can you guys see the difference? Do you see that? Already, right? And it got into the nooks. But do you guys see how there's scratches and whatnot on the flatter parts? So the brushes are never going to solve this problem. The brushes, I repeat, will never remove these scratches. Okay, that's not the proper way to remove these scratches. But this brush is great for cleaning up all of this mishmash. You see what I mean? And it's great. You just hold it, kind of work it into different angles, kind of get it into areas right here, kind of do the sides with it. And there we go. Now, I want you guys to know that when you work, wow. So that's pretty nice, just a quick spruce. But we still have to address all these pits and scratches that you're always going to see. Okay, now remember, this is stainless steel. This is stainless, just so you guys see. We'll do the back. Okay, see, and nothing wants to grab it out of your hand. This is the Jool Tool. You know, we're not going like this and pushing. So we already have this finish right there, okay? So I'm just going to keep this one going just for time's sake. Okay. So I just want you guys to see, look how pretty just the 6 micron was able to do to polish. So the objective was to get into the nooks and crannies. And if some crannies are not, you can't get in there, this is when I suggest having the 2-inch ones versus the 3. You guys see that? Because these are stiffer and these are going to get into the nooks and crannies way better. And you'll see. So look over here, we're talking about by the rows. Do you guys see by the rows? It's still a little dingy. Watch how I'll just kind of use this and kind of get in there. You know what I mean? Kind of change it up a bit, change your pattern. It's like a broom. You got to get into, you know, use different angles to get in there. So there we go. Oh, okay. So there, you can see the rose is much more polished inside. You can go like this. So change it up. I'm doing this really, really kind of, hold on. There. So there, do you guys see that? I got in there and that's good. That's what I want. So the rest is going to be polished with the felt and the buff. So let's keep it going. Okay, so now you guys, I'm going to take my felt wheel and I'm going to use the Jool Tool compound, okay? That's all. All right, let me put my little fingies on because now that I'm going to use compound, I might get some of the metal debris and compound on my pretty nails. Look, you guys, my nails are still holding on strong. Can't believe it. Now watch they go flying since I said that. Okay. All right. So there, I just put my little fingies on and now we're going to go to town. I'm going to use the felt wheel with my Jewel Tool compound. This is a new one. I'll just use an older one. Here we go. So give yourself a good amount and don't forget to use the edge. Don't forget to use the edge because we're going to be using that edge. Now, I want you guys to see something, what I'm about to do. Ready? So I'm going to focus primarily like in these areas. Do you see that? All these areas that are flat. Then I'm going to go over certain areas on the scroll. Wherever I can get my felt to fit, I'm going to use. You understand? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it stable. So find a good position on and rest on the machine. Hold it tight. I'm holding it tight with my left hand, and I'm going to use my right hand to guide it up and down and hold it secure. So let's see what happens. So you're going to kind of change up the, kind of get in there. And I just want to show you the left and the right, the difference of what we're accomplishing. Remember, I'm using a high polishing compound, so it's not going to change the scroll design. So don't worry about that. I wouldn't show you. And this is what I've accomplished so far, from these scratches to this. And you can still see there's some scratches, but you can always use a scratch eraser or just put more compound and work it, just like so. You guys see that? Now, if it was silver, if this is silver, you guys, you do not use the scratch eraser. Really, unless it has a really bad pit, you do not. But this is stainless steel, so this might, and so now look, so do you guys see the difference? Hold on, does that, can you guys see the difference from that scratch to this? Right there, do you guys see that? So now I'll leave that like that. You want to just kind of touch up everywhere that you can on the design. Do you understand? Kind of get into whatever nooks and crannies you can try to do and go over. You see that? So that was before right there on this edge right there. And this is the after. Now, if there's a really bad pit and you're working on stainless, let me clean this up just so you guys can see. Say there's like these really nasty pits, okay? Only on stainless, I would take like, I would grab like maybe my soft fine because it conforms and it's very kind of lumpy and wavy around here. So I'll take that, but this is for stainless, okay? Not for anything else. Only for stainless, you guys. See that? Just real quick, kind of. Just keep it flowing. Just keep it going. You want to get rid of all the scratches. So on silver, since silver is softer, you guys, it's not going to create any kind, it's not going to be difficult to take out scratches, okay? Let's just keep going, make my job easier. Take out some of the pits. There we go. You can do the sides if you want. You know, get it nice and smooth. Whatever you want to do. But if this was, oh, hold on. If this was silver, you guys, you would be doing this with the felt wheel. I repeat. If you guys didn't understand that, let me explain it. If the piece is silver, do not use the scratch eraser. I repeat, you can get some pits out just with your felt and the Jewel Tool compound. If you just work it, you can get scratches out. Silver is soft. It can be done. I promise you. If you use the scratch eraser, you might make more scratches and then you have to go back and polish those scratches out. And remember, silver's soft, so you might make more work than needed. So silver, stick to the felt wheel with the Jewel Tool compound. Stainless steel, you can use the scratch eraser. So I use the soft, fine scratch eraser right now. And then I'm going to now use the felt wheel with the polishing compound. So let's go. Okay, there. I hope you're following along. This one's for Maxine. Okay, so give yourself good compound. So now, look, we have the scratch eraser. So the scratch eraser will polish up really, really quick, you guys. There we go. Really, really quick. So you can see the before and after. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see. It's like flawless right there. Okay, and then we'll just keep. So when you go back under, don't forget, give yourself some compound. This will help you. So there we go. That's it. Just real quick. So this is why a buff is not the chosen method. A buff will not clear out all those lumps and bumps and give you that really fluid. You see how fluid that polish is? It's like factory finish is what we're saying. A buff will just start to blend all the design and just make everything wobbly and wavy. So a buff is not your friend during this process. Definitely. So since I'm working on the edge now, I put more compound on the edge, right? Makes sense. Okay, so there we go. No, there we go. So that's it. You guys see I just glided back and glide back. And then when you're done, you guys, what do? You drop it. There. So we got that nice and polished. There you go. Is that scratches? No, that's my hand. I got scared for a moment. I'm like, wait, I thought I got the scratch. Yeah, that's just my fingerprints. No scratches there. So there. So now let's just do the sides real quick, you guys. See that? Get the sides. Follow that curve. Oh, baby, that curve right there. You see that? Follow all these curves. Get into there. Make it all brand new, new, new. I mean, if you're making silverware jewelry, your pieces can look phenomenal. I have a lot of people that use the jewel tool and makes, jewelry out of silverware, you guys. So it really can totally change the piece. And then when you're done, what do, you guys? We drop it. And you get that beautiful polish. Do you see that? Okay, so now we're pretty much done. And I want to show you guys a few things. What? Okay. Oh, okay. So listen. Hi, Maxine. This one's for you, girl. Maxine, I don't know what vanadium steel is, but Yarrow says it's like chrome vanadium. Most of the wrenches are made with that. Listen, that's not your job to discover what kind of stainless steel, what kind of whatever. Plain and simple, you guys. The jewel tool will handle all metals, so you're covered. So you got to follow the rules, but remember, stainless steel, you are allowed green light with the scratch eraser. Okay, green light. Silver, very soft. You stick to the felt wheel. Capiche? With the compound. Please, you got to know this. You have to, I swear I want to instill fear in you. If you put scratches on the silver, you're going to have to work to remove those scratches. So don't create more work for yourself. Don't. Everyone thinks, oh, the brushes, I'll just use the brushes. The brushes. No, the brushes are they're powerful. There's like 80 grit, 120, 220, 400. That'll create scratches. And again, it's not going to solve the issue with removing deep pitted scratches, the brushes, you guys. The felt is the way to remove it off of the silver. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. If there's any other questions, please let me know. Oh, Teresa's asking, how's Kristen's glamping chip? Oh, you answered. It went well. We're happy to have her back. Okay. So what do I have now? I have the felt. Let me just inspect. I wiped all the compound out. So this is when you inspect, you guys. And I want to see, oh, look, right here, I missed a spot. Right here. Can you guys see? There's still some scratch eraser remnants. Do you see it right here? This little hair right here, right there in the crevice. Okay. So you inspect before going to the next step. Okay. So since I have some in that crevice, I'm going to put compound where, you guys? On the edge. And I'm going to work in this method so I can get it. So look, you guys. I'm going to hold it there and work it all the way to the edge. Work it left and right. Look, rock it. Do you see that? And kind of zhuzh it up and down. And let's see what we've accomplished. Oh, heavens. Oh, my goodness. You guys see that? So that area is now beautifully polished. And we're good to go on the next step. But you guys see how fluid it is? See how the light's just following? La, 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 la. See that? So you see that's back to factory, and that's what you want, you guys. All right. So now you guys can do two things. I want to use the green brush first and foremost. Before I do any kind of buff, before I do anything else, I want to take the green brush and polish the inside of all the scroll area. Okay? No, I'm not going to do the spoon part. I'm going to concentrate on the scroll. I've done the spoon many, many times, you guys. I have tons of spoons that I've done. So if you guys want to know how I do the inside of the spoon, just look at an older video. But today is focusing on the scrolls. Yeah. So do you guys see? Just to concentrate in getting into those little nooks and crannies. You see how I'm polishing just into the nooks and crannies right now, you guys? So please follow these rules. Don't get, don't get creative and do your own. We don't want that. Okay, there. But I want to show you guys something. Here, let's show you something. Look. If I just use the green brush over the flat surface, I mean, it's polished, you guys. I know you guys will love this polish if you guys saw it. I know you would. But you can still see some rub marks. Hold on, look. It's really pretty the way it is. But you can see some areas that are not up to my standards. So from here, you guys, you can just go to either of the magic buffs. You can use the yellow ones, or you can use the pink magic buff, which would be perfect. And if you don't have any of these, you can use the cotton buff with the compound. So this would be that. Like, you can do it, but it's going to create more compound in the nooks and crannies. But this is what it looks like really quick. And that's pretty good. You see that? Really pretty. If you want even more high luster. And you see, I don't push. I leave my my buff soft and fluffy. This is not a sanding wheel. This is a high polishing wheel. And so you see how there's no chunks of compound anywhere or lodged into the design, because it was just used to give it an extra pop of shine, right? So now I'm going to put my pink magic buff. I know you love this, Maxine. I'm going to run this about, I want to say slow to medium speed. And I'll just hold it right here and kind of just look at that polish, you guys. Do you see that? It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Can you guys see that? And then you can just continue. And then now I'm going to go into some of the design. And that's it. Yep. That's it. So this, hold on, is pretty much it. There's still something I can see. I can see it through the camera, but I can't see it with my eye, which is weird. I see something here on the camera, but I can't see it. You see, it's weird. It's there and it's not there. I don't understand, but whatever. It's good enough. So this is what we've done. Any questions? So look here, let me remedy something. I do see something a little weird here, like in this vicinity. Now, let's say that if that's bothering you, right? Let's say that this area right here still has a scratch. this something in this area right here. I'll just darken it. There's still, wow, it's so shiny, you guys. The Sharpie doesn't even want to stick to it. Do you guys see that? That's hilarious. Yara, did you see that? It's so shiny, the Sharpie does not even want to stick. That's awesome, huh? You guys see that? You can tell the Sharpie doesn't want to stick. So if that's the case, you guys, all you do is you take your felt wheel. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Here it is, my felt wheel. And I'm going to put compound on and work that area. So just remember, if it's a corner, you know, keep some good compound on. And so we're going to work it. So you can just work on that little area. You don't have to do the whole thing all over again. You know what I mean? I think I got it. I think I had kind of overlooked there. Do you guys not see it anymore? I don't see it anymore. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. And you know, from there, again, you can either go to the buff or use your magic buffs, whichever floats your boat. You know, however, I'm just going to use my pink one. What? Yes. Okay, so now we're just going to add that little pink buff. And there we go. So there, that annoying spot, whatever was there, is now a part of history. So do you guys see how we polished? Hold on, let me show you all the, well, let me get my fingerprints off of it. My goodness, did I just put my fingerprints on? So let's touch up all of it because this won't harm anything. There. So let's look at the scroll. Look at, no scroll was damaged. No design, no texture. You know, you guys, but the Jool tool doesn't damage any kind of design. And we've got all that. But you guys, this is what I want to show, is this fluidity, this one, this. Now, if I used a buff to remove, like let's say that I used a buff, like I have a few of these and I have a few different kinds of buffs with compounds, you know. Let's say that I did this, okay? What you're doing is, because you cannot accurately pinpoint where the buff is sanding and polishing, you can, what's going to end up happening is that abrasive compound that you're using to remove the scratches is going to destroy and kind of melt away and kind of melt the scroll design, and it will, it's not, that's not the proper way to polish this. You know what I mean? So that is, so you're not going to get this fluid finish if you use just a buff with different abrasive compounds. You need to do it properly, and this is the way to do it properly, because since this is flat, you guys, you have to use something that's going to polish it flat. Hello, IE felt wheel, flat polish, buff used for high polish. Are we there? Are we there? Okay, let me now talk to you guys. Where are you? Okay, good. So does that make sense, y'all? Just let me know. I want you guys to be clear, because some of you guys know what to use, and some, our newer Jool toolers, are a little confused at what to do. So first, you guys, just remember a rule of thumb. Always start with a lower grade, finer grit, because if you screw up, it's not a bad screw up. It's easy to polish after that. But if you go to the extreme, you know, coarser grades, well then, you're asking for, you know, you're pretty much digging a hole for yourself to get out of. Sorry, it's the truth. So I always do skin tests, you know, test a little, see how it's reacting. If it's not, you can always go back, you know, to a, you know, a rougher grade or use a scratch eraser. But for the most part, this is how it's done. Yara, can you zoom in just a little? Do you see what I'm talking about? How the light has to follow? Now, if I did this with a buff would blend and almost, I want to say, just like melt everything together. And that's not what you want, you guys. We do not want to destroy the scroll pattern design. You want to give it. So let's say you had scroll pattern design in the center. You know, it's all a mixture. And you want to use your felt wheel, just like I did at the top right here. I got wherever I could. So I used the felt at the tip on the scroll and I polished wherever the felt would allow me to polish. Do you know what I mean? So you can, just like you saw me go over the scroll with the felt wheel, with this felt wheel, you guys, you can go over the scroll areas and get wherever you can high polished. Trust and believe, it's going to give you a way higher polish than the brushes. I know you're going to be like, well, the brushes are easier. Well, the brushes are not the answer, you know, from God. The brushes are the answer from God in the scroll area. After that, any areas that you have that are flat or more, you know, pronounced metal, you're going to have to polish with the felt. If not, it's not going to look pretty. So I hope this helped you, Maxine. Yes, so the felt will polish anything raised and anything that you can get to that is not raised. Do you know what I mean? Because there's room. Like what if there was like, you know, a few patterns? Yeah, you can feather in. That's why I said just zip right over it, see where you can get to. You know what? You guys have seen me do that. So that. You're welcome, Maxine. You're welcome, Maxine. All right, it looks like money. Honest to God, every time I walk into like a thrift store and they have silverware like this, I'm like, oh my God, I can turn that silverware into some money-making silverware and sell it on eBay or Etsy or somewhere. And I'm like, you have no time for that, Anie. Put it down. So there. I have one on my phone and another on the tablet. I'm lost. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Yara says there's no other questions. Nice. Wonderful. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So last call for any questions, you guys. Okay. You're welcome. Beautiful. Okay. So this is something I actually changed today's show just to do for Maxine, because she was struggling with this and she's new. And you know, you guys, I always try to take care of you as best as I can. And this is the best way. Yes. You know, since I go above and beyond. So yeah, it's cool. All right, you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Joanne. Thank you so much. And if there's anyone else, hi, Diana, that I didn't say hi to. Sorry, I just wanted to get this going and do it. Hello, Anne. Thanks so much. You're so welcome, you guys. So you guys, I will be here tomorrow and continue with what I was going to do this week. It's going to be really good. And so thank you so much. Yeah, I know it came out really pretty. At first I was like, yeah, we'll get rid of this. Now I'm like, man, it's pretty. I'm going to give it to my mom. So like if you were to polish this is pretty clean. I just use the green brush and just call it a day. It's good enough. But anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And you know, you're welcome, Walter. Thank you. So yeah, thank you guys. Okay, see you guys here tomorrow. And thank you guys for watching. Bye for